Hello, I'm Simon Christie and welcome to this week's edition of 4-Wheel Drive TV. This week I've got some great DIY tips on installing a winch. We cross over to local 4-Wheel Drive legend Clint Reid for all of the action from his recent Readies 4x4 Mania. All that and plenty more right here on 4-Wheel Drive TV. Tread lightly, keep it safe, play hard.
I'm Clint Reid from Readies 4x4. We've put on Readies 4x4 Mania this weekend, sponsored by Repco. We had a lot of really good stage sponsors, a lot of big companies come on board. Ironman donated us some really good prizes that we turned around and actually donated to the Cystic Fibrosis Victoria and let them raffle it off. So I think they made about $1,500 just in raffle tickets. And also we've had some stickers we got made up with the Readies 4x4 logo on them, with the Cystic Fibrosis rose in the centre, that we've sold this weekend. And we've raised a lot of money that way too, to give back to the cystic fibrosis. We've had a firefighter here that is a young girl, she's only 4 years old, and she's got cystic fibrosis. And when I found out about that, on Tuesday I decided to donate the biggest prizes we had, which was a fridge, a 12,000 pound winch, and an LED light bar that Ironman gave us for sponsorship for the first place. And Ironman were more than happy to get on board and donate them prizes across to the cystic fibrosis. So it worked out really well for them. They've made some money and we can put some money back into the community. We run some stages on Saturday. All Saturday stages were over in a creek, which is really good for Heathcote because we've only ever worked with the flat stuff around here and we've had to dig holes and play around with water, and to have some natural stuff for the winch boys, this was awesome. To have an area that we could use, and all I had to do was peg it because it gets a bit tiring driving machines every weekend trying to make things happen around here to keep the boys, because obviously in Victoria the government's cracked down on us and we can't race on farmland anywhere in Victoria anymore at the moment. So it's really hard. We have had to come to the motorsport complex of Heathcote, and it's lucky we've got use of the creek now that we can use all that and raise some money for the cystic fibrosis. It's worked out really well for both parties. We've had a lot of rollovers this weekend. Had a lot of steep stuff. People are saying this is harder than most of the Tigos and that we used to run. We've actually really put up the skill of the drivers, and it just takes, like sometimes they have to get their navies out and guide them down hills because it's pretty full on what we've had to put them through. A lot of people deem it unsafe. We're here to race and have fun, so it's great to get out here and have some really challenging courses for once that aren't just bog holes that fill your radiator full of stuff and kill your alternators. So the boys love really doing some hard creek runs. The creek ones were set up really nice. I've had a lot of help from Craig Marshall helping me set these stages up. We've both spent probably the last month and a half out here setting stages up and making obstacle courses, and it's worked out really well.
If you live in Victoria and enjoy the outdoors, then I'd love to meet you at the 2014 Wangaratta Travel Scene Camping 4x4 and Outdoor Leisure Show. I'll be a special guest at this event. The 40 will be on the demo track with daily presentations and we'll be filming the event for TV. Held over the Australia Day long weekend, this show will have something for everyone, including activities for the kiddies. The event is run by the local Rotary Group, and best of all, funds raised will go back into the local community and charities. Don't miss the 2014 Wangaratta Travel Scene Camping 4x4 and Outdoor Leisure Show. I'd love to meet you there. Visit 4wheeldrivetv.com.au, free stuff for info on the current series prizes on offer. There's an ARB $500 gift voucher, Nava Ultima 225 driving lights, a Dirt Comp magazine subscription, a Spanset recovery kit, plus new prizes of a Travel Buddy 12-volt travel oven for hot food on the go, a Roller Solar Roller 136 solar power kit for efficient 12-volt power, and a complete Ozpig cooker and heater pack for a safe, efficient and reliable campfire. Get to 4wheeldrivetv.com.au, check out the prizes and send in an email to enter. Over the first weekend of February 2014, Wild Deer and Hunting Adventures presents the biggest hunting and guiding expo in the Asia Pacific region. Held at the Bendigo Convention Centre February 1st and 2nd, this amazing expo will present the latest in hunting, outdoors and camping gear, fishing, four-wheel driving and more. As a 4Wheel Drive TV sponsored event, I'll be there for the entire weekend, and we may even have my own urban assault vehicle, the 40, there on display. Held once every 2 years, the 2014 event has a record 260 exhibitors, and door prizes include a Winchester Model 70 rifle and a Tikka T3 rifle courtesy of Beretta Australia. Don't miss this massive outdoor exhibition. Bendigo Showgrounds, February 1st and 2nd, 2014. Further information, follow the links at 4wheeldrivetv.com.au.
Holden's toughest 4x4 ever has arrived. Introducing the all-new Holden Colorado 7. It comes with 7 seats as standard and it's loaded with serious off-road grunt. You'll get 3-ton towing and the awesome 470 Newton-metre Duramax diesel engine, plus an impressive wading depth and hill descent control, all for the hardcore adventurer. The all-new Holden Colorado 7 is here. Take it off-road at your Holden dealer today.
30-second kitchen, a kitchen in 30 seconds. Fridge slide first. Fridge slide's got 130 kilo tracks in it, so it's nice and tough. Remove the R-clip, don't lose it. Drop the pin, leg locker, kitchen out. Lock kitchen down here, retrieve the R-clip, lock on here, R-clip in. Leg here, pull them together, stove, billy. How good's that, guys? Couldn't ask for quicker.
I'm Chris Weston, off-road racer and owner of Off-Road Rush, and I wouldn't race on anything else than my Mickey Thompson tyres. I trust my Mickey Thompsons at high speed. They can handle wet or dry without any trouble. And that means I can keep racing while the competitors stop to change tyres. Mickey Thompson? No wonder they call them legendary.
Call 1300-MICKEY for your nearest dealer.
The only thing better than getting a new car is accessorising it. And this week, our LTZ Holden Colorado 7, Holden's newest mid-size 4x4 wagon, gets a top-of-the-range Mean Mother Boss winch. The Mean Mother winch kit comes complete with everything you'll need to make the installation and plug-and-play operation a breeze. All you will need is the know-how, time and tools to make it happen. With the box components neatly laid out, grab the accessories kit. It contains the IP65 waterproof solenoid pack, the solenoid pack mounting bracket, all mounting bolts, nuts and washers, and the terminal boots. When it comes to winch cables, our preference was for the Mean Mother synthetic winch rope. It's genuine Dyneema SK75, 10mm by 28mm length, and comes terminated with a mounting lug at one end and a reinforced eyelet and heavy-duty hook at the working end. It's also worth noting that the heavy-duty power cables are copper-tinned with fiberglass protection. We don't know of any other brand offering this level of performance and corrosion protection. With the kit now unpacked, it's time to get the winch set up and ready for the installation. And the first step is adjusting the free spool handle to suit our ARB bull bar. And quality power tools will be a major time saver at this point. This is simply done by removing the gearbox retaining bolts, realigning the gearbox housing and replacing the bolts. It's also comforting to know that the kit comes with a spare gearbox gasket if it is ever required. Replace the gearbox bolts as evenly as possible, working from side to side, and use a hand tool for the final tensioning. This will ensure correct alignment, protect the gasket, and provide the best possible seal. Check the free spool clutch for operation. Engaged will lock the drum to the gearbox end motor, and disengaged will let the drum turn freely. Some installations may require the removal of the bull bar. Fortunately, we had easy access through the lower stone guard. We also removed our custom Colorado 7 4x4 number plates. We are now ready to mount the winch. Using the supplied mounting hardware, fit the nylock nuts to the upper retaining points on the winch, either side of the drum. Carefully bench press the winch into place. If you are strong enough, balance the winch in one hand and fit the upper retaining bolts with the other, but do not tighten them just yet. Next up is the fair lead. Ensure that you have ordered the correct offset mounting position to suit your bar. The Mean Mother Alloy horse type fair lead is the best match for synthetic rope, and the larger rectangular design perfectly suits the opening of the modern ARB bull bars. Tighten all 4 winch mounting bolts, ensuring an even and square tensioning. Thoroughly check the Mean Mother electrical installation instructions for all wiring steps. Remove the earth bolt from the winch motor housing. Note though that with some bars the earth strap should be mounted before installing the winch. Take the solenoid pack and power leads and connect the cables, double checking the instructions. Run the battery leads neatly from the engine bay to the winch location, ensuring that they are secure and protected. Mean Mother also offer different length battery cables depending on your application and needs. Mount your solenoid pack and fit the coloured power leads to the winch as instructed, but be careful not to over tighten the nuts. Remove the Mean Mother winch hand controller from its protective bag. Unravel the synthetic rope and feeding it through the fair lead, mount it to the drum using the supplied screw. With as much tension as possible, use the winch to wind in the rope. Before fully field testing the winch, the rope should be wound on under much greater tension, but we'll cover this in another story. For now, let's get the rope on as neatly and tightly as possible. And that's it, your winch is installed and as promised, works first and every time. I hope you've enjoyed this tech report, and don't be afraid to tackle these basic installations yourself. But if you're still not sure, deal with a reputable four-wheel drive shop who installs these types of accessories every single day.
We ran a course on Saturday night inside the speedway. We've actually dug a stadium racing track around there, and we've raced 3 classes. We've raced road registered, we've raced the Winch Challenge cars, and we've also raced mud races. So it's worked out quite well. The jumps are a little bit big for the Winch Challenge cars, and so they were a bit hesitant to be jumping them, but because they're full of water, we sort of can't get too much of a run up after the rain. It's been good too. We got about 1,000 people in Saturday night to watch us, so that worked out well. We had a few burnout cars that went along, and then we had a Jets van and some fireworks, which really made a good night. The thing with Winch Challenge, it's a sport where competitors come to watch other competitors and their pit crews and stuff like that. It's not really that big a spectator sport unless you're a die-hard fan. So it was great for them to have something on the Saturday night from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock to bring the money into Heathcote Park and to put a little performance on at night. It's not the normal thing that we'd do for Winch Challenge, but we've got to get the public in and get them involved in the sport, because it's really hard at the moment with the motorsport scene in Victoria with all the stuff they're cracking down on. So it was great to get in and put on a show. The sport we run out here is really carried on by word of mouth. It's really great that people get behind us and come out and support us and turn up or look after us sponsorship-wise. Thanks to Simon and Miranda that get us out there on four-wheel drive TV and show the world what we actually do. There's a lot of people that actually go away four-wheel drive and don't believe what the difference is between a general four-wheel drive and what we do to them. Just don't realise that a normal car that we set up the same as them can go through so much punishment, so much hell. And when you get people out there that have gone four-wheel drive for the last 20 years and you say, we're going up that or we're going down that, they don't believe it's going to happen. But the way the boys set their comp trucks up is just unbelievable. For more information on these events, keep watch out on 4 Drive TV or on Facebook on Readies 4x4 Motorsports. We're soon to set up a really good thing on there and keep everyone going. But 4 Drive TV is one of our biggest help with putting us out there, and they've always got a calendar up with where we're racing and what's happening. It's great for them to get behind us and make us famous on TV, basically, because that's what they're doing. We're just a bunch of yobbos trying to have some fun out the bush and raise some money for some charities. We wouldn't have sponsors without 4 Drive TV. We wouldn't have all these people getting behind us. Before 4 Drive TV was here, we never got half the crowd that we do these days. With Simon and Miranda behind us, they just make so much of a difference out of our sport. They turn us from boys in the bush to heroes in race cars.
The next generation of shock absorbers is here. Leading the way in 4x4 suspension development, Old Man Emu introduces the most advanced and finely tuned shock absorber on the market. Nitro Charger Sport incorporates a new valving system that instantly adapts to all terrain for an outstanding smooth ride and phenomenal control. Backed by a 3-year, 60,000 kilometre warranty, you can trust Nitro Charger Sport, built in Australia for Australian conditions.
With nearly 100 years experience in designing and manufacturing heavy-duty filtration, Donaldson is one of the most trusted brands in the market, and our filters meet or exceed OEM specification. Originally developed for four-wheel drives on mine sites, Donaldson's range of four-wheel drive filters will perform in even the toughest environment, giving you peace of mind that you are buying the best and the most reliable filter for your vehicle, and backed by a full manufacturer's warranty. Donaldson, tough filters for tough environments. When you need your manual gearbox rebuilt, don't start in reverse. Get it geared up right the first time with the team from 360 Gearboxes. As Australia's premium gearbox and diff specialist, 360 use the world's best gears, shafts, bearings and seals. 360 offer a guaranteed and quality changeover and A1 customer service. If your manual is grinding, crunching, sticking or blowing, demand the best 360 Gearboxes, a fast, reliable and high quality rebuild. For more info, visit 360gearboxesdiffs.com.au.
G'day, I'm Rob and this is Judy. This is our 2012 JK Wrangler 4-door. So far we've put a bull bar, driving lights, winch, aftermarket long-range Brown Davis fuel tank, a set of roof racks, a suspension lift. Further accessories, we plan to put probably a diff lock and a snorkel. Generally, we like to cruise around the high country or basically anywhere we can. We just love getting out and enjoying the countryside and seeing parts of Victoria. Our next trip is actually next weekend. We're off to Central Australia with 3 other friends, so we're really looking forward to getting away and having a great time.
To enter the Your Rig competition, simply send an email to me, Simon at 4Drive TV. And each weekly winner takes home an electric blue Spanset recovery strap, a diesel fuel conditioner and additive from Responsive Engineering, an upper cylinder lubricant, stubby holder and hyper lubricant from Motorcoat, a copy of Wild Deer and Hunting Adventures magazine, a copy of Dirt Comp magazine and 2 copies of Blitz magazine. A solar pod buddy thanks to our friends at Roller Solar, a $100 gift voucher from Ozpig, a stubby holder from Allsat Phones, an AnySharp knife sharpener from Keyslar, a hat and stubby holder thanks to our friends at Superior Engineering, a HEMA Great Desert Tracks Atlas, a Donaldson diesel fuel filtration kit, a 360 gearbox emergency oil pack, a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, a ration of Sanitarium Up and Go, a Carry Boy hat, a stubby of Bundaberg ginger beer, a U-Fix-It windscreen repair kit, an emergency ration of Ocean Delight tuna, a comprehensive recovery kit courtesy of General Motors Holden, a prize pack from ARB including a drink bottle, travel mug, stubby holder and 4B key ring. And it's all securely wrapped up in an ARB cargo gear carry bag.
We'd like to thank Simon and Miranda for bringing us out, taking us around this lovely area, and thank you for the gifts from the sponsors. That's great, thank you.
We ran stages Sunday. We had a King of the Swamp stage. We had one for the Winch Challenge cars, which they had a winch in, and then we had 2 more stages that were just through the swamp. We split the old stage from a couple of months ago in half, so that worked out really well. Thanks to our sponsors, we've been able to run this. There's about 18 stage sponsors we've actually had. The main sponsors we had was Ironman, 4Drive TV, Superior Engineering helped us out a lot. Also Oz 4x4 in Melbourne, Hornsberg Earth Movings from Geelong, and CDM Car Transport that carts a lot of our comp trucks around here, got us behind us and put some money in for a major sponsor, so that was really good. Without these sponsors helping us out with stage sponsorship and the overall sponsorship, it's so hard to run these events. The money that has to come out of my pocket to put these on is mostly at a loss most of the time. There was over $3,000 in bunting and pegs, and you just wouldn't believe that when you try and add it up, but it's just enormous what we spend in that department. So without the sponsors coming along and helping us out, we'd never get through these events, or we'd run them once and that's it. We need the sponsors to get behind us and help us out. So if anyone ever wants to sponsor one of our events, just ring Readies 4x4 and we'll get you behind it. We're also looking for clubs to get behind us and help out with the marshalling. Without the marshals, we can't run these events, and the boys can drive as many stages as you want, but if we haven't got marshals to actually run these stages, we can't do anything. And this time we've actually turned it around, and all the prizes that we've got, the little prizes, we give them back to the marshals because we need support in that way from clubs and individuals to come and help us set these courses up. We don't ask much, and we supply them with jumpers and stuff to make them feel better and keep them warm and try and look after them as best we can. But without these marshals and these volunteers coming in to help us, we can't go on with this racing. So I urge all the 4Drive clubs and stuff to contact me and get behind us in how you can come and raise some money for your 4Drive club or your local charity, and let's get behind it and work together. The boys were a bit worried about the mud in the alternators and stuff, so I'll let them back over in the paddock for a rally stage. So they love that as well, because the boys seem to like doing that sort of rally stuff. It gets them going. A little bit more rain and a little bit more moisture around would have been nice to settle the dust, but we can't control everything. It's been a great event this weekend. I'm really pleased to be behind this and have my name on it. I'm really wrapped in the crowd we got, I'm really wrapped in the cars we got, and I'm looking forward to a bigger and better one in a couple of months when I get to actually sit down and see the kids for a couple of weeks straight. It'd be wonderful. My wife has been very good beside me in how we run this event, and without her, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. Happy wife, happy life is the way I put it. This is a family type sport, and without our families behind us, helping us, just giving us time to work on cars in the shed or go out and set up tracks with other boys, it's really hard on them, and they're the ones we really need to thank.
We're Team Horsepower Racing from Wangaratta, sponsored by SJ Horsepower and Yukon off-road. Short wheelbase ute we've got. I suppose you just want to know about it, yeah? Just pretty much stock with the ute cab on a short wheelbase chassis, GU diffs in it, little turbo petrol motor. It seems to go all right, apart from going down the big drop we did today and put it on its roof. But we've ended up breaking a radius arm now in 3 pieces. Got all that put back together, broken steering box, a couple other broken bits and pieces. Smashed a hole in the sump, but we've fixed all that up now, and yeah, we're going to go and give it another crack tonight. So hopefully we get a few places or put it back on its roof again. We're very lucky to have Heathkit to be able to insure it and actually get it started again, because if it wasn't for that, we'd have nothing. It's interesting to see a lot of cars out here that have been itching for a long time to get a crack at this again, so we could get more spots open, it'd be terrific, and have a few more people put in. We'd be definitely people that have put in. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Simon Christie and 4 Wheel Drive TV. Remember, it's your last week to get entries in for all of those fantastic series prizes, so jump on the 4 Wheel Drive TV website for more information. I'm Simon Christie. Tread lightly, keep it safe, play hard. I look forward to seeing you next week.